31 years later, the wounds may not breathe, but they haven't fully healed. There are children who never got to know their parents, women who lost their husbands and had to rebuild their lives from nothing. Sons and daughters still searching for the faces of loved ones in crowds, hoping just maybe they survived. Their mothers who still wait and grave that were never found. Some survivors live with scar on their bodies. Others carry scar in their hearts that no one can see. Some never found their families again, not even a name, not even photography. Only silence, only memories, only pain and trauma. But even through the tears, Rwanda stood back up. To those who are asking why we remember, this is the reason why. If you wanna know more about Rwanda history, visit memorial sites. You will know more. You will see the scars. You will see everything. So please, give us this time. It's just a period of a week. Give us peace. Give us time to remember, to respect our people we have lost. Our people who were killed just because how they were born. We remembered, we united, and we are renewing. Every year in April, a nation pause. We light candles, we lower our voices, and we remember. But some people who are not Rwandese are still asking, what are we remembering? Let me tell you, in 1994, Rwanda did not fall. It was torn apart from the inside by hate, by division, by silence. In the space of just 100 days, over 1 million innocent people were killed. Fathers, mothers, babies, whole families wiped off the face of the earth just for being born Tutsi. This was not a war, this was genocide, planned, organized, and executed. Before it happened, hate had been building. Radio stations spread lies, calling Tutsis cockroaches. Children were taught to hate their classmates. Neighbors were taught to watch each other. Weapons were stockpiled. Machetes, not guns, because even killing was meant to be personal. Then came Apple 6. The president's plane was shot down. That night, the killing began. Roadblocks were set up, ID cards were checked. If you all say Tutsi, you died. Some were slaughtered at their homes like a god. Others were hunted down like animals. They ran to churches thinking they would be safe, but some churches became graves. Even priests betrayed their people. There were stories of mothers clinging to their babies, begging for mercy, but there was none. Rape was used as a weapon. Children were forced to watch their parents die. People were thrown into rivers, burned alive, tortured for days. And the world looked away. The United Nations had peacekeepers, but they were ordered not to act. The international community debated and delayed. News stations called it tribal conflict, but it was genocide. Genocide against the Tutsi. Rwanda bled, but Rwanda did not die. When the killing finally stopped, it wasn't the war that saved Rwanda, it was Rwandans themselves. Those who survived are like losses, buried their dead with dignity, faced their killers in courtrooms, chose forgiveness even when their hearts were broken. Today, Rwandan stands not perfect but strong, not because the pain is gone, but because the people chose hope over hate, unity over division, life over death. So when we say kwibuka or to remember, we are not stuck in the past. We are reminding the world, never ever again. Never again should the child die because of their name. Never again should hate be allowed to grow in silence. Never again should the world be quiet while people are screaming for help. Imagine waking up one morning in your country, your home, and in just 100 days, close to 1 million people are killed, not by strangers, but by neighbors, classmates, even friends. This is not fiction. This is Rwanda, 1994. Rwanda is a small country in East Africa, beautiful and green, but behind its hills was a dark story, was very, very dark history, one written in blood, fear, and silence. For decades, Rwanda was divided by colonial rule into two main ethnic groups, the Hutu majority and the Tutsi minority. The truth is, these were not tribes. They spoke the same language, lived in the same place, and even married to each other. But colonial powers created ID cards that labeled people as Hutu or Tutsi, planting seeds of division. After independence, tensions grew. Tutsis were often targeted, pushed out of power, or forced to flee the country. In 1990, a group of Tutsi exiled formed rebel by army called Rwandan Patriotic Front (RPF) and launched the attack, hoping to return home. This sparked a civil war. Then on April 19 April 6, 1994, a plane carrying Rwandan Hutu president was shot down. It was spark that lit the fire. That night, everything started. People were killed. Fathers were killing their family, their wives, their kids. Mothers were killing their babies. Neighbors, friends were killing each other. Churches, once seen as a place of refuge, became slaughterous house. Women were left and tortured. Children were not spared. In just 100 days, over 800,000 people were killed. The world watched and did nothing. But after all, Rwanda did not die. The genocide ended when RPF, led by Paul Kagame, took control of the country and stopped the killers. Rwanda was in ruin, its people traumatized, its streets filled with bodies, its future uncertain. But something powerful happened. The survivors rebuilt. Today, Rwanda is one of Africa's safest and fastest growing countries. Its people chose unity over revenge. Tutsi and Hutu live side by side again, not as enemies, but as Rwandans. The country teaches its dark history in schools. It remember so that it will never happen again. Why you should care? Because genocide doesn't start with guns. It starts with hate, division, and silence. It starts when we say us and them, when we forget our shared humanity. So, let Rwandan history remind us hate can destroy a nation, but unity, forgiveness, and truth can rebuild it. Remember, unity and renew. Kwibuka.